All right, so here's the truth of being an Amazon influencer. There are a lot of misconceptions and I want to address them. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevin Peterson. I'm an Amazon seller and an Amazon influencer, and I've seen a lot of things when it comes to the Amazon platform. I've been selling on Amazon for 7 years. I've been doing the Amazon Influence program for a year, and I want to address a common theme that I've seen across the board inside Facebook groups, on posts, on comments, on blog articles, just across the internet, of some misconceptions and misunderstandings when it comes to the Amazon influencer program. So we're going to break down the 5 misconceptions that I've seen. I'm going to address them. So if you guys are new, you're going to want to make sure to subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment. I appreciate your guys' support. And let's jump into that first misconception, which I think is the biggest, and that is the actual name of the program, Amazon Influencer Program. So many people hear the term influencer and they immediately are like, okay, this isn't for me. I can't do this. I'm not an influencer. So nope, I'm not doing it. And they just completely write it off and they don't even do any more digging. And the digging that they do, they hear things that are just completely false. Like, I see things on the internet that I'm like, Amazon did not say that. Like, I don't know why you're saying that. Like, Amazon did not say that you have to be Kim Kardashian in order to be an Amazon influencer. Amazon did not say that you need to have 10,000 followers to be an Amazon influencer. Amazon did not say that you need to have a certain number of likes to be an Amazon influencer. Amazon did not say any of that. Yet there are videos that I see left and right of people saying, you need to have this, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't need to be your typical influencer. And I always say this is kind of my common theme of, you don't need to be your typical Kim Kardashian influencer. You're going to be quite the opposite. And for me and the people that I know that are doing the program are the complete opposite of that. We're just everyday normal people. And so I want you guys to understand that when you hear the term influencer, don't freak out. Don't say, oh, well, I'm not an influencer, I can't do this, because that's not true. The people that are taking advantage of this program and making hundreds of dollars every day are people just like you and me. So when you hear the term influencer, please do a little bit more digging. And the digging that you do, you might see and hear, oh, well, you need to have a bunch of followers, which that's the second misconception. Is I've seen this in, I don't know how many videos of, you need to have 10,000 followers, or people just make up these random numbers of, you need to have this and you need to have this. And it's like, you don't. That is definitely not true, because I've seen people with a lot less engagement, brand new accounts, get approved and go through the entire process to get on-site placement. Yet people say and make posts and in Facebook groups and blog articles saying otherwise. And I don't know why that's the case. And my personal opinion, now I might get some flack for saying this, but I believe that people don't want people to know about this opportunity. They want to keep it for themselves. And for me, I'm like, hey, the more the merrier. There's over 30 million products and there are new products every single day. And there's millions and millions of customers that are coming to Amazon. Amazon over the last, I think it's been since basically they started, they've grown 10, 20% year after year, which is billions of dollars in increased revenue every single year. And more influencers coming in, a couple thousand, say 10,000, I don't know the number, but with billions of dollars to a couple thousand influencers entering into the market, like, you would have to have millions and millions of influencers coming in every single month for it to make a big dent. And so for me, that is just, I don't know, a thought. That could be why people are saying these things and making it sound like, oh, you got to be an influencer, you're going to have these followers. And again, those are some massive misconceptions from my point of view, because I've seen quite the opposite. And this is just from my perspective over the last year, from what I've seen when it comes to the Amazon influencer program. So take those 2 things to heart and realize the influencer word, don't stress about it, you're fine. And then number 2, you don't need to have tens of thousands of followers. Yes, what I've seen is you're going to need to have more than a couple hundred. While there are some that do get approved with a couple hundred followers, you're going to need to have a little bit more, but you don't need to have this massive audience that people say that they need to have. So those are 2 massive misconceptions. The third thing, and I see this with a lot of people that approach me about it, is they hear me talking about it and they're like, I think this is too good to be true. I think this is a scam. Yeah, right. BS. Like, I can't tell you how many comments and how many people have approached me about it. And they're like, yeah, this is too good to be true. Like, this can't be possible. And I get it. Like, I totally understand where people are coming from. There are a lot of scams on the internet. And I don't know how this can be a scam because it's an Amazon approved platform. Like, it's through Amazon. And I know literally 200 plus people that are crushing it firsthand, like literally firsthand experience. Like, I know them personally and they are crushing it. So I don't know where people are getting this idea of it's too good to be true or it's a scam, because it's really not. And if you go look across the board, you'll see people that are just crushing it, like making an absurd amount of money doing, in my opinion, the easiest thing humanly possible. Picking up your phone and making simple review videos. Like, it's mind blowing. And so I get when people think, oh, it's too good to be true. And like, I'm not going to do it because of that. And it's like, dude, like, you're missing out on a massive opportunity. And so I get it. I'm not going to here to try to convince anybody, but I do want to help you understand that the opportunity is real. And if you want to believe that it's a scam, great. You can say it's a scam all you want. But until you actually do it, and until you actually go through the process and start filming and uploading these review videos, you'll see commissions coming in. Like, every single person that does it makes money. And the best part is it requires zero capital. And I think that's where people are like, oh, it's too good to be true because you don't need to invest thousands of dollars like these other business models. And so again, massive misconception. It's too good to be true. I get it. Get where you're coming from. There's a lot of scams out there. The Amazon Influencer Program is not a scam. I don't know how you can get scammed by doing it, but I know people think it is. So I just want to address that. It is definitely not a scam. And the fourth misconception is people are like, well, where do you get the products? You have to buy the products. So it requires a lot of capital to get up and going. And if you're buying the products, like, you're losing money. And these commissions are so small that you're just going to lose everything that you have. And the reality is you do not have to buy any products. They're products that you already have at your house. And the sad thing, well, it's not sad, but like, I just went back and looked at my Amazon orders for last year. I had over 309 orders. And that doesn't include like multiple items per order. We have like 500 plus products that we bought just this last year on Amazon. And there are additional products that we already had from the years prior. And then there's other products that we bought at the grocery store or at Walmart or at Target or at other places that are sold on Amazon as well. And so when you actually look at it, almost, I would say, like, this is a bold claim, but like 95% of the stuff in your house is probably sold on Amazon. And if that is the case, then you can make a review video about it. So that is where you do not have to invest any money up front to get the business up off the ground and running. And again, I know people don't believe that, but that's just facts. You do not have to buy any inventory in order to review the product. And that's what makes this business model incredible. And the fifth misconception that I want to talk about is the time commitment and the word side hustle. So these kind of go hand in hand. And what I want to first talk about is the term side hustle. When you look at the Amazon Influencer Program, for the most part, it's going to be a side hustle for like 95% of people. And what's cool about it is you don't need to spend a ton of time. I see so many people are like, oh, I'm not going to do this because it takes so much time to film these review videos and it's just going to take so much effort to get up off the ground and running. And the reality is that's not true whatsoever. Like, on average, I can do about 20 review videos in 1 hour. So we're talking 5 hours of work. I can get 100 video reviews done. So if I spend every 5 hours, 100 videos, like, you can spend a 40-hour work week and have 500 plus videos on your Amazon storefront. Like, it's absolutely insane. Now, there are times where it might take a little bit longer depending on the setup process of the product and whatnot. But if the products are just around my house and I can just easily grab them, then it's very, very straightforward. So that's one thing to kind of note, is the side hustle factor. The time commitment is people, again, are like, oh, it takes too much time, it's too much effort. And in reality, it's really not as much effort as what people think. Now, going off the topic of side hustle, there is the potential to turn it into an actual business. And I've seen people turn this into, again, from the side hustle to this massive like conglomerate of like an actual entity, like corporation business. And they treat it as such. And since they treat it like that, the results that they get are a lot more than your typical influencer. So if you guys see people that are out there crushing it, doing $10, $12, $15,000 per month in commissions, they're treating this a lot more like an actual business. They're in the trenches, they are filming constantly, they have other avenues of making money, they are very analytical, they're taking their time to really think out their titles, think out their thumbnails, and to really strategically be the best Amazon influencer. So if you want to do that, there's tons of potential to actually turn it into an actual business. Where on the flip side, most people, like 99% of people, are going to treat it as a side hustle. They're going to spend a couple hours a week, maybe a couple hours a day, maybe 10, 20 minutes a day, and they will get results. It's just you're not going to get the results that these other individuals are getting because they are putting in the effort as if they are running an actual business. So that's another huge misconception. When you see people crushing it, they're probably putting in a little bit more effort. But that does not mean that you can't make a significant amount of money while putting in minimal effort. And that's what's beautiful about this opportunity, is you can either put in a ton of effort or no effort. And that's just the reality of the business. So anyways, those are some misconceptions that I wanted to break down. I hope you guys just enjoy my honest thoughts. I've been thinking about this literally for the last year, and I haven't made any YouTube videos until just the last couple weeks. And I'm just kind of opening up the curtains, sharing my honest opinion, my honest thoughts with this entire program. And I wanted to kind of keep my mouth shut, but I'm open about it. I want to talk about it because I think it's one of the greatest opportunities, and I want more people to know and be aware of the misconceptions that I'm seeing across the internet. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found value. And if you did, please subscribe, please like the video, drop a comment, and we will see you guys in the next video.